can't name any names, but one of our biggest operators, in the first 7 days of launching Temple Tumble 2 Dream Drop, they had mentioned the numbers that this is the 3rd best game that they've ever launched.
Daniel, thank you for joining us at our first live Beyond the Reels. Just straight off, can you just tell us a bit about yourself, your history with Relax Gaming?
Sure. So my name is Daniel Eskola, and I've been in the industry since 2006. My heritage or pedigree is mainly poker. So back in the day, poker was a massive product. And towards 2010, I got headhunted by Unibet as the head of poker. Whilst I was there, I got promoted to head of gaming. So I've always been interested in casino also, and casino started taking over more than poker, and we saw a big switch from poker to casino side. So I was at Kindred for 8 years, and I progressed to the CPO role. I was at the board level for Kindred, so Kindred is one of the owners, or was a shareholder in Relax back then, so I was part of the board. And Relax had a fantastic tech platform, but we didn't create any own games.
Yeah.
So the board instructed me to find some good talent for Relax. So I got connected with Simon Hammond. So at that point, both him and me were CPOs at our respective companies, and we decided to join Relax at the same time. So I joined Relax as the CEO in 2018, and did that for a year and a half, and took the step down to CCO, and focus on increasing distribution of Relax. Our slot content during that period grew with 600%. Earlier this year, I took a step down. I did my part with the CCO role, on the back of course, great games and an amazing team behind, and handed over that role now to Nadia Attard in my team. And I'm focusing more on special projects now, of which Dream Drop is one of the products that is quite recent, that we're going to talk about a little bit more later.
Perfect. And you said one of your titles that was a success was actually Temple Tumble.
Yeah.
The title we're going to talk about today is Temple Tumble 2, the sequel to it. Sure. I just want to ask you, what was the reason behind the success of Temple Tumble, and, what can we expect from Temple Tumble 2?
Sure. I don't think anybody at Relax expected Temple Tumble to be as big of a hit as it has been. It's been quite a few years already, and it's our number 1 game, and it's going on 3 years plus. I think what we nailed there was, it was a mechanic, it's a bit similar to Mega Ways. It's branded Mega Ways, but it has a different take than the classic Mega Ways games. And I think we really hit the nail on the head there with the base game being extremely exciting. Each spin is quite exciting, where instead of chasing 3 symbols, you're trying to clear a board, which means that the players and the stickiness is way higher than any game we've seen across the whole network that Relax has. So the key to the success, I would say, that it's very sticky.
And you mentioned about the base game as well, just being really exciting.
Yeah.
What have you taken from Temple Tumble, the first Temple Tumble, into the second one? Like, what can players expect when they go into a base game?
Sure. We're taking quite a lot of inspiration, of course, being a sequel to Temple Tumble. So you have the same base game grid as before. You're clearing the blocks, but we're adding a little bit more extra features when it comes to the bonus game. And of course, Temple Tumble 2 here has Temple Tumble with Dream Drop, which makes it quite a big different game to the original.
Mm-hmm. And like you said, you mentioned Dream Drop as well. Can you just tell a bit about that Dream Drop mechanic, and just a bit what successes have you seen recently from it?
Dream Drop is a product that we've been working on for more than a year. When we decided that we're going to do something within the Jackpots segment of the industry, we did a big analysis of what's on the market today. There's a lot of big ticket jackpots, Mega Moolah probably being the biggest one for micro gaming that everybody's been talking about. That has gone up to, I think it was 17 million or even 20 million at one point. And you have also great games from NetEnt, the Mega Fortune series. But we realized that if we're going to create a jackpot game, we cannot create a game that is similar to everything that is on the market. So we took a lot of time in let's say the first 3 months of the project to really think, what can we do to really stand out and for the players to take to the game from the beginning. Because if we do a game that is similar to the other ones, it's going to be hard to get operators to like it and for the players to take onto it as well. Because you have a multi-year sprint there before people start seeing that it goes up to multi-millions. So we decided to do something really special here with Dream Drop, with the mechanic being it's a must-win. So players know somebody's going to win the jackpot before it reaches an amount.
Yeah.
And what we believe here is that if you're playing the game and you enter into the jackpot round, and you know that somebody's going to win it in the next 3 days, the adrenaline and dopamine and the excitement of playing the bonus game is way higher. Because you're thinking, oh, somebody's going to win it, it might be me. Compared to the legacy jackpots, which are open-ended, and they can continue for months on end. which means then that it's a big difference, we believe, in the excitement and the experience for the players.
Yeah. And when coming up with this dream drop mechanic, from the initial kind of inception of it, what was your expected success of it? Did you think it would be an instant hit, or was it one you thought it might take a bit of a while for the industry to kind of get used to this, but it can be a success?
So what we did here to try to fast track this is it's a level up. So the first jackpots go very quickly. The first level is must win at 1 million, and then each 2 hits on one level it levels up with 500k. So we had expectations that people are going to play it early on because the first level is quite soon hit. So if you're looking at the jackpot now, I didn't check the exact numbers, but we seeded the jackpot at 500,000, and it's been live for 3 weeks. It's at 870,000, so it's going into super hot mode in a few days. So we're already having the first close to €1 million winner within the first month of having the product live. And what we're seeing with that is that the players are taking to it and they are playing it a lot. I can't name any names, but one of our biggest operators, in the first 7 days of launching Temple Tumble 2 Dream Drop, they had mentioned the numbers that this is the 3rd best game that they've ever launched across all suppliers since the inception of the company. So it showcases that operators do push it and utilize free spins and position it. When it's hot, they're gonna see a lot of traffic. Also worth mentioning is there's a secondary jackpot, the major jackpot. It's also a must-win. It's at 50,000. So before it reaches 50,000, somebody is gonna win it. Only on the secondary jackpot, we've seen crazy turnover. So when it's getting hot, people, play it. The other day, it went up to 49,964, I think. So it went super deep. And we saw that the turnover was amazing. And our operators as well, they were reacting, well, this is, crazy numbers. So.
Yeah, and the title, it looks really great. It looks visually amazing. It really does. The free spins round, just a similar question to the base game. How do players access this free spins round, and what will they see when they enter?
So when it comes to the free spins, it's 2 parts. So it's normal free spins connected to the base game. That's a simple one where between 3 to 24 blocks are blocker blocks in the beginning. So it's a random thing. So you might be lucky, you only need to clear 3 or you need to clear 24. So each spin you clear a line, and then you have a connecting block that opens up. So you need to clear all the blocks to enable to go into the free spins. And I think this is what a little bit the secret sauce behind Temple Tumble, that each spin is exciting. You have a spin, you win, it starts unblocking, more cascading wins, more and more. Instead of just waiting for 3 scatters, as many games says, this creates a much more exciting experience for the players. And when you enter into the free spins rounds, we have a selection for the players as well. You can decide between 3 different modes. There's a different volatility in each one, but one is where the blocker blocks have special features. One is about getting more spins, so you might be playing a lot of spins, whilst another one is more about multipliers, to get the multiplayer up. We can also combine these, where you have extra free spins and multipliers, and this kind of special symbols with sticky wilds and transformation symbols. So we've basically taken Temple Tumble 2 and made it a little bit more advanced, but still very true to the original.
Mm-hmm. And moving forward with Temple Tumble, the Temple Tumble series, can we expect a Temple Tumble 3 potentially? And also moving forward, what can we expect from the Dream Drops mechanics? What can we see in more games in the future?
So, Temple Tumble 3 is not on the roadmap or not in planning yet, but we are doing Money Train 3, so there is a likelihood that Temple Tumble 3 will happen as well.
I mean, Money Train 2 was a great success.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's quite interesting because most people think that Money Train 2 is Relax, breakaway and #1 title. It's actually Temple Tumble 2, which is an older game and it's a little bit more under the radar. But thanks to the stickiness of the game, it has a loyal following and it's continues up. Temple Tumble 3 I think will happen. I'm not sure when. When it comes to Dream Drop, what we're doing here is creating more games connected to the same jackpot, and each game will have a different way of entering into the jackpot and how you win the jackpot. So with that increased supply of games, all players will be able to find something that they like. And compared to some competitors, we open up also for our partners. So our Silver Bullet partners, Powered by partners, they can actually build games and connect it to Dream Drop. So what we're looking for here is, we only have 1 title at the moment, and the numbers are looking really good. By the end of 2023, we expect to have 20-25 games in the same series. And each game then will have a different way of winning it. Well, one jackpot round might be a penalty shootout for a soccer team game, or it
Yeah.
might be a pachinko one for a Japanese team. It's, you know, or a fishing one. You know, the sky's the limit here when it comes to creativity. And of course, at Relax, we expect and hope that we do the best things, but we're realistic that that's not always going to happen. We're going to have hits and going to have duds. So here, enabling our partners to build games connecting to this, we hope to unlock innovation from our partners that we value a lot as well. So we have high hopes that Dream Drop is going to be the #1 jackpot on the market in a few years.
Perfect. You said the sky's the limit, and I'm looking forward to seeing how high you can actually go.
Thank you so much.
So, Daniel, honestly, thank you for taking time
Thank
to talk
you.
to us today. You know, it's been great, and good luck with the future with
Thank you so much.
your games and Dream Drop.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.